What? I'm Ted. Okay, this is who I am.
It's cute.
He's not here. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Are we live?
Yeah.
Shit. Hey. You know, Allston Melee podcast. Oh, yeah, he's here. Fuck, I almost forgot. It's like regular time. Yeah, this guy's back. Hey,
Yeah.
no, don't even fucking talk.
I thought you were like the host or something. Whoa, I've never been in the seat. Holy shit.
You're so used to the other one.
Oh, it's so far away. All right, stall.
What do you want? Oh, the beer. Hey, everyone, Allston Melee podcast. This week we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff.
Ryan spit out a cereal meme.
Do you say, oh, was it like Ted will never be back? Or
yeah.
Those memes are pretty good.
Those memes are really funny.
Have you seen the one where it's a guard from Skyrim and it's like, he will never go to Walmart. He's just him in front of a Walmart. That's my favorite. All right, we're back in town.
Hello.
What are we up to these days, huh?
Not much. Oh, we got the dishwasher in the background.
Oh,
Wish we
people
thought
hear
of that before. Don't worry. We're running with it.
What?
Hey, welcome to the Awesome Melee podcast. Mike usually does the whole host thing, but apparently he's refusing to this.
No, I said welcome to the thing. I was waiting on you. This is whatever, bro.
We have special guest.
Shit.
You might have seen him alluded to in the intro. We had a solid 3 weeks there where we didn't have Ted, so you know what we had to do? Make a completely new intro. Take days out of our time. It was a great bit, though. I think we're all settled with it. And yeah. And hey, if you have stuff to do next week, we have an intro ready to go. Yeah, we have to. What the fuck? Think we're gonna make a new intro just because you showed up?
Back to the old one.
I think maybe we'll do that for fall. Or
Ted's back.
Or whatever. The old one stinks.
No, okay, here's the real thing. We haven't really talked to Ryan about this, but the real thing is we got new equipment. Right now we're streaming off of not a ThinkPad.
Mm-hmm.
All of these episodes have been streamed off of not a ThinkPad.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, but we're planning on doing a secondary upgrade in equipment. So I think when we're doing that, that'll probably be when we
change over
approach into real season 4 territory.
Oh, there's a fly.
The fly's part of the podcast, like the dishwasher.
Sorry.
The dishwasher's my favorite part so far.
I like the ambiance.
Yeah.
Ted, what'd you do? How'd you do? How were you?
Well put, sir. It's been real. I've been up north in Was North, spending some time up there. But I'm back in action now. Back in Allston for the time being.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's good to be back. Good to be back on the show. Good to be back and sleeping in my bed.
That is nice. I like sleeping in your own bed,
I love sleeping in your bed too.
Of course. I mean, what? Are you sleeping in my bed, Ted?
We were all sleeping in your bed, Ted.
Oh my god! Wait, you were sleeping in Ted's bed. Ted was sleeping in my bed. Whose bed was I sleeping
Where was I?
And the prom's tomorrow.
Who's on first?
They're on second. Fucking, what do we... Oh, yeah, should we just go?
Phil was on first. No, we recently had esteemed podcaster Reach Online.
I heard about
who just
this.
entered his first podcast.
Philip.
But no, he's great. Yeah.
I just saw his video on Twitter.
Very funny. Great video.
He do be spitting.
Yeah, good old Reach Online, as they call him. Mike's texting his mom.
I am. Hearts to my mom. She's like, I'm so busy. This is now the Michael's Mom podcast.
Go on.
She's like, it's only June 1st and I'm already so busy. How are you? Are you going outside yet? What's the deal? Are you coming home? I'm like, yeah, no, yes, no, yes. Okay, I love you. And that's it. That's the Michael's Mom update.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
So I heard that Aklo popped off this week.
hold on. We'll get to the thing.
Spin the wheel, Ted.
All right, we're going to the wheel.
Oh, you were.
Guess what? We have a new wheel. Oh, guess what? It already spun once. All right.
Did you spin it once already?
Yeah, I fucked up.
Oh.
It's not the wheel's fault. It's my fault. Welcome to the new wheel. Hey, you've been great, new wheel. We're talking about $1,000 controllers first. Mike, lead us off.
Did it even spin?
It didn't. I fucked it up. Okay, just don't talk about it. It's not the wheel's fault. It's my fault.
So Jisu, community artist and apparel designer, Jisu, is
notably makes dope things that are Melee merch.
Mm-hmm.
We talked previously about how people make Melee merch that might not be cool. Jisu definitely one of the few who just makes cool stuff.
She definitely sells things for people, and she makes bank, and that's great for her.
She's what you could call the premier.
A little passive aggressive.
No, it's not passive aggressive.
She definitely sells things.
They're not for everyone, but some people love them, and it's awesome. And I'm glad she's working hard and making money because artists who do that are rad.
She's the premier though. Like if you're like,
I'd say so. Unless it's like there's like Spiff Space and shit like that too. But
Spiff Space, Justin Warren.
Justin Warren
does make cool shit.
He does. They're all talented.
I feel like Jisu's the name you know though.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Amazing artwork in general though. Like I'm not a fan of the fashion stuff, but I think her rendering as an artist is like really, really amazing. So there is
what an artist thing to say.
Yeah. She got together with some people. I think Ryan might have told me who the people are, but I don't care.
I know it's Gooms.
Gooms, really?
Yeah, this is. I'm so great.
Controller
at podcasting.
Gooms.
Wow.
And there's an $1,000 GC controller. There's only 3, I think, and people are gonna buy them.
$1,000.
I think they're all sold out already. Actually,
from chat sells NFTs. So you know what chat thinks.
Only 3 to be made. Fully modded for Fox main. Fully notched. Firefox shield drop angles. No reset snapback module. Lubricated triggers and bald buttons.
I prefer my buttons haired.
Yeah, I like when I have hairy buttons.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, and then I'll glue it onto my controller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pube controller. Anyway,
go there.
What do you think about people buying $1,000 controllers? I guess.
I think it's sick.
I think
total baller move.
That is a baller move.
If you haven't seen the controller's so dope looking.
I think
cool. Regardless if you think $1,000 controllers are dumb, controller looks so cool. Yeah, I didn't know specifically for Fox mains. I didn't know there's only 3 made. Chat also corrected me that it's apparently Gooms and Goomy. So we got the double Goom on the controller.
Wait.
Goomy is notable for basically trying to reinvent how controller works. We need a nerd to really translate the words of Goomy. But Goomy is controller nerd times 5. Controller nerd with the knowledge of Slippy. So they're super deadly.
Nice.
Also, he's cool, which is a rare trait of the nerd.
Most nerds not cool.
Yeah.
But
most Melee nerds are cool.
What do you think?
I don't know. Some of the controller nerds are like.
Some of the controller nerds are kind of swag.
Yeah.
I've only met one, and he was pretty neat.
Lame.
I can't even remember who it was though.
Anyway, a $1,000 controller cornering the market. Oh, what am I gonna do? I hate that someone sells something for a price I won't buy.
Dude, welcome to capitalism.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's like
work harder, I guess.
It's dumb in the thing that I would never buy a GameCube controller for $1,000. But if that's your thing, hell yeah, man.
But clearly someone did. If
that's what I'm saying.
Out, like,
yeah,
it worked.
That's your bag. You have the bag and you spent it.
I mean, if they like made $3,000 controllers and they didn't sell, it'd be like, okay, you're kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's like get fucked.
Yeah,
you tried to entrepreneur.
Like, obviously, those are gonna sell if you like have those names behind them. I think it's
just a lot of money to drop on a GameCube controller. Is my opinion.
Is a lot
That's
of money.
dope. But the thing is, to some people, it's not.
Yeah, no, totally. I get you.
And like that market is out there. Like, why not make us some dough?
And if you're if you're literally thinking, oh, I buy this so I don't have to buy a $500 controller, and then eventually 2 months after that, a $500 controller.
Yeah.
I guess there's thinking there. The only conversation that I thought this was cool, because I don't really care. I'm not going to buy a $1,000 controller. If you're going to buy a $1,000 controller, cool. I would like to see it in real life. That'd be cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I really don't. It's not my market, so it's like, I don't care. Cool. Move on with my Twitter feed. But the conversation that I did see, which I think is, worthy parroting, is are good GameCube controllers too much money?
Yeah.
Like, take away the $1,000 controller. Obviously, we'll place that as the far on the graph, far and up and away. But like, is a quality GameCube controller too much money?
No.
Yes.
It's worth it.
No. Well, I guess
people wouldn't be paying for them if it wasn't worth it. So it's clearly worth it, and so people keep paying for them, and so it's gonna,
I think I'm gonna interject. I think because the game controller wasn't designed for the things that we're doing with it, people upcharge, and that's just how it is. Because you need something that we need to take things out and put things in, and it's a whole fucking deal. And that doesn't happen with like any other game, right? Yep. That's just us, except for fight sticks. But even then, any fight stick you can use, there's no, like, I can have a really shitty, like, $50 fight stick and it'll still do everything I want it to do. That doesn't happen with game controllers, right? Because sometimes you get a really shitty game controller. So we're put in an unfortunate position where we can trick the fuck out of our game controllers and sell them for a fuck ton. It's just that it's unfortunate that it just costs so much, because it shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sucks, but it's a supply and demand thing.
Yeah, you're right.
We're playing on a controller that isn't made anymore, and just the fact that it's not made anymore like increases the value of it.
This is true.
And I think specifically, we have done a good bit with the version of Melee that we play on to make controllers a somewhat playing field.
This is true.
Like the days of controllers being sought after specifically for their shield drop notches has gone down as to what it was before the version of Melee that we currently have. So I think that's cool. The fact that I can actually just like play on a setup, even UCFs at tournaments nowadays. Yes. Like I can just shield drop on pretty much any setup now, and that's really cool.
Which is like
true.
Random on controllers.
Yeah,
it can be pretty much.
And that's to say, like, you can totally get a controller for under $60 pretty reasonably. It's not going to have the notches that we're talking about at all, but like you can get a controller, and it doesn't have to necessarily be this all I'm saying is that I think that the definition of tournament standard is very different person to person.
Oh yeah.
Within the last month, Awesome Sauce, who's a Melee YouTube dude,
who's big fan,
fucking amazing videos. There was some of maybe my favorite Melee content that isn't ours. It's really, really good. He made a really in-depth video about controllers in Melee, and all of them, and like the box and the other box, hitbox, whatever, and how controllers have oddities that makes it's kind of unfair or whatever. And it's a really, really great video, and it's funny too. So I suggest everyone watch that. It's a great video. Awesome Sauce.
Yeah.
His name is Awesome Sauce?
Yeah, he spells it funny though. It's ASUMSAUS.
Nice.
Yes, and he's on our list of things to talk about, but for a totally different reason. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, damn. Double feature of the Awesome Sauce.
I love that.
Great code. Thanks for the subscription.
Appreciate it. Much love.
Awesome beer, me.
I never read it as that. I've seen that name before.
Awesome Sauce?
I never read it right.
Same, dude. It took me until I think he said it in one of his own videos for me to be like, oh, that's what it is. It's very confusing phonetically. I
just read it as like A Samus.
Same deal. Absolutely.
Awesome Sauce, the second biggest YouTuber who subscribed to us.
Was that true?
Yeah. Shouts out to Cammy Cakes Gaming, holding it down in the Destiny community.
I don't know who that is, but thank you so much,
Cammy Cakes Gaming. Be holding it. Yeah. Shout out.
All right. Sweet. Next.
Yeah, ultimately $1,000 controller. I don't know. I think
it's bad. People are saying that it's like bad for the community to do something like that.
Why?
And no, you're wrong.
What I said before. Like we're pushing people out of the community because they think it costs $300 to buy a controller.
But it's a clear luxury item. So like if you got the bag to fucking toss on it, then like do your thing. Also, it's limited. Whatever. People are
also, if you don't have the mental capacity to like go and look at other controllers and see what else is on the market, you probably don't have the mental capacity to play Melee.
There you go. So. Get fucked, moron.
Yeah. All right, let's go, Wheel. You get your big shot today. All right.
Oh, here we go. Wheel time.
Look at it spin. Oh,
that's a fast spin.
A water park sells out is the full thing.
Yes.
Guess what, everyone? You might have heard of a little tournament that was announced sometime last year, I think, or maybe before.
Pretty forgettable until we're desperate for tournaments.
I think the biggest, besides going into what's important now, is that Riptide was a alternative to Smash and Splash, right? Because
kind of the answer, because everyone was like, Smash and Splash TO corrupt.
Was awful.
I honestly forget the full story. But
I can't remember either.
I remember dude didn't pay out people.
Yeah. And so Riptide, everyone was excited for Riptide. It's like, yeah, water park thing. I think me and Ryan were talking about going to it maybe or something, but then everything happened. But now, first major back in person. IRL. What is it? What are the dates? LAN tournament, September 10th through 12th this year. Water Park Major sold out. It's got Ultimate Melee Project Plus, Splatoon 2, Rivals of Aether. Fucking indoor water park, sweet as hell. That's cool. What do you guys think about something like this selling out so soon?
1,000 registrations sold out today in one day. Less than 24 hours, I'm pretty sure. I
nuts.
don't. Okay, so obviously we all know the context of why the fuck this major sold out, but I literally don't think that's ever happened. Maybe Evo. Maybe the spots have sold out at Evo in one day.
Oh, you're saying this is like a
I don't
tournament?
think they cap Evo.
Oh, yeah, you're probably. They have for like the first, maybe the first. I really don't know the logistics behind the first Evo, but yeah, you're probably right. They probably don't cap. What I'm trying to say is I don't know if a tournament has ever capped in one day, because like, you know, obviously there's an entire meme of like Smashers don't register until the last minute. So like literally like registration closing, it's $100, venues $500, and then everyone signs up for some reason. I've been a part of that $500 venue wave for whatever stupid reason.
There you go.
But yeah, just the fact that a tournament sold out, you know, obviously we all know why. Everyone's itching to fucking hold a game controller.
And also
in front
it's
of
sold out because I'm sure it's a limited.
They have said that they're working on trying to figure out capacity, but
okay,
you know.
That's what I was assuming as well, is because you had to put a cap on it because of it's we're in a post-COVID type scenario or whatever. But maybe I'm wrong.
I wonder what their vax policy is.
I thought the same thing. Apparently not. I don't think.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Whatever. But cool. I'm excited. Good on them for selling out. That sounds like a fucking blast. I'm sure a lot of cool people are going to be there too. So radical.
Too early? Question mark? YouTube thumbnail? or melee tournaments corrupting the world? What do you guys think? Do you think it's too early, or do you think it's the right time? So what? Ultimate just had their first one, right?
Oh, did they?
So someone recently, the Florida one. I don't know. That happened, right?
I don't know.
It sounds like something that would happen.
Yeah. It does sound like a Florida Ultimate, that Venn diagram.
And if it hasn't happened, it might have happened by the time this is posted, or by the time that you're watching this on YouTube. So yeah, it's definitely happened by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Florida Ultimate thing that, I don't know.
Too soon? I'm going to say no.
Too soon? No for Michael Allen.
No for me.
In November, right?
It's September.
Yeah, run it.
Right? It's 4 months away?
Yeah.
I think run it. I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor.
I think it's weird that weeklies haven't happened yet. And also, I don't know what state it's in, but I'm just going to assume that, I mean, I can positively tell you that state doesn't have better numbers than we do, and we don't have weeklies yet. So I don't know, that's a little weird, you know?
I agree.
Yeah. That's a little weird, but it's for September. It's not for next week.
Yeah, totally.
This wasn't on the docket, but do you know, I think maybe it was G-Town. Somebody tweeted about something about New Game Plus.
New Game Plus is coming back 3 weeks from now.
Woo!
I'm hyped about that.
That is pretty nice.
Coming back. Gonna do a pre-registration via Google Forms. People who are vaccinated are gonna come first.
Yeah.
But they don't have a specific, like, if you are not vaccinated, you cannot come.
There's also a cap, right?
Yeah, there's also a pretty strict cap. I think it's 32 or less. We're gonna be streaming it.
Yeah.
I would love to help out.
I'm
not,
like but but part of us are. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. Yeah, that's what's happening. Cool. Yeah, Riptide, Smash and Splash 4. Do I think it's too early? Probably not. I think it's fine for someone to test it out. I think it's a little. It does feel a little weird that it's like 1,000 people. We're gonna make money. It's gonna be, you know, it feels a little bit like that.
That's
like
a lot of people.
Like this is as much people as we could possibly accept right now, and we're trying to figure out how to accept more people right now.
That feels a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about? Have you been to a water park?
Great question. I've never been to a
never
water
been
park.
to a water park.
I've been to like Canopy Lake Park's water park.
Okay.
So like a place, and I've gone with shorts on to like go on a ride.
Cool.
But never like
same deal.
Never like fucked around in the water park.
I went to Six Flags New England and went on like one water ride, I think, or something like that. But water parks freak me out,
dude. I like water parks.
They seem like germy and gross, but maybe I'm a freak.
I think I'd rather go to a water park in the summer than like an amusement park.
Wow.
I mean, I kind of get that. Sense. Maybe.
Because like you want to be at a pool, it's like a big pool with things.
Well, yeah,
but is it like
water?
There's so many dudes and people in there. I feel like it wouldn't even be.
So is the ocean. The ocean's way grosser.
Yeah. Okay, but the thing that's weird is
the ocean's like got things dying in it.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool.
It's cute.
Yeah, that rules though.
It's a little sketchy.
But in a water park, it's like I can
ponds
see
are also
pooing.
pretty sketchy. I've had this realization recently. It's like,
what's that?
I've swam in ponds, but ponds are fucking sketch.
Yeah, ponds and lakes gross me out.
They're all gross. We swim in them.
My one big thing with water parks is I hate the uncertainty of, is this water slide gonna fuck me up or not?
That's
just gonna be fun, or is this gonna fucking like?
What do you mean?
Literally, because like, dude, water slides hurt. They're like made.
I've never been, so
they're made for like little kids a lot of times, and I just feel like they don't have a 6'1" person in mind. And it's like they just have me in mind to like, okay, this is physically possible for this human being to get down this water slide.
You're the limit tester, Patty.
Yeah. There are multiple times where I've been like, fuck, ow, fuck.
You gotta curl up.
Hey, curl up.
Ball form.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my one big qualm.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go to a water park with a bunch of smashers. Something about that just skeeves me.
That I don't like.
Yeah, see where I'm going with this?
It's just like, I don't know. That's not what I'm trying to hit the water park.
No, I'd go with the homies, like a group of homies for sure. But it's like I see fucking Link Player 42 over there, like peeing himself in the pool.
He's got like the t-shirt on in the pool.
Yeah, the cargo pants. Yeah, he's like, I don't have a bathing suit.
Oh, hang on, that guy.
It's around.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, there's so many I don't have a bathing suits at the water park.
See, that's all I'm saying.
There's so many.
Just be normal.
Yeah,
whatever.
But the one cool perspective is like going to Evo. It's like going to Las Vegas, but there's also a tournament, and that's really cool. So like, I think that's the sell.
That I would rather
it's like,
do.
oh, you're going to a water park with your friends, but it's also a tournament. You know. And then if you guys did that face instead of that, that's cool. That's supposed to be the biggest part. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like I can't even play a video game with wet hands.
Yeah.
True, but I can go win like a couple hands of blackjack and then go back and start beating people up with ice climbers for sure. Sweet.
But wearing the Hawaiian necklace thing and having Hawaiian shirts on,
that is
cool.
fun.
That's cool.
That is
cool
the vibe.
bit.
You know, I love a Hawaiian shirt.
I love a theme.
A theme is good.
I love.
That's why we got to throw
hot tub. That actually sells.
Hot tub streamer melee tournament.
Yeah.
Well,
that
we
was a thing in New Hampshire, but.
No, put the CRT on a boogie board and just fucking go to town in the hot tub.
Oh, that was at
That's an awful idea. Nobody do that.
What was it called? What was the name of that tournament?
What are you talking about?
No. Cold Hard Smash.
Cold Hard Smash. That's what it is. Yep. I did the branding for one of those one time. Thanks, Shuffle.
That tournament was dope.
Did you go to that?
I've been to Cold Hard Smash.
I never went.
I think I went to all of them.
Oh, I missed out.
I think I went to 2 of them.
Shout out Shuffle. Cold Hard Smash is like the first tournament I ever got paid for doing.
Damn.
I miss Shuffle.
Besides like my own.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Shuff.
Yeah, that's the homie.
I had a dream once, like a year. Or maybe I talked about this on the podcast when it happened. This is when the table was still over here and whatever.
Oh, wow.
But, excuse me.
Bless you.
I had a dream once that Shuffle was, it was a home invasion dream and Shuffle was murdering my whole family.
Yeah.
And that was my dream.
I've talked about it a million times on the podcast. Happened with me with Kevin M.
Yeah, we did talk about this. Absolutely. Anyway, moving on.
Kind of weird dreams.
Spin the wheel. I have weird melee people dreams. I don't really even give that much
Spin the wheel. We all love the new wheel. All big fans.
Big fan of the new wheel.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the way it spins.
Yeah, I like the old one better.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Yeah, it also cuts off things. Uncle Sam signs off.
So, Uncle Sam's maple syrup is a weekly we've had, an online weekly in the East Coast. The most popular one, I believe. Patty, can you correct me?
It's kind of a weird stat, but you're probably the most popular,
like most entrants,
most consistent weekly.
Sure, there we go.
Online.
I dig that. Point is, people go to this fucking thing, and what Ryan wrote that me and Patty aren't as familiar with is it says Sam signs off. Was TOing a bunch of events in Ottawa pre-COVID, taking a slight step down to focus on adult shit. Great numbers, great event. Wish him luck. And I didn't know his name was fucking Sam. Maybe it's not, but hey, thanks, man. Your numbers are insane. He gave me a chart of like the entrance. Week 1, it was 76, and it went on to I think the peak was last week, which is this week, and it was 165. That's pretty impressive.
Good for Sam.
Yeah, good shit all around.
Yeah, Canadian-based tournament making noise. I think is the coolest part.
It is really cool.
Yeah, just the fact that we have a tournament that is based out of Canada that was kind of the bridge between both communities, even though, definitely was a very East Coast favored a lot of the weeks. It was cool. I love it. It definitely, I think, was the biggest weekly on the East Coast that had a very heavy emphasis on providing a stream and like a production quality. We've been on it. We've done commentary for the tournament. Right? Yep. Yeah, they just have stacked weeklies. It's fun to watch. They had a really cool seating show where you could basically go in, pre-tournament and just like bitch to
That's
the TO
funny. It's
about
like
why you should be higher in seating.
Yeah, it's like Wall Street. You just go in and you fucking throw papers around or whatever.
I thought it was like what's it called? Like a show before the tournament starts, like a pregame show.
Yeah,
where they talk about seating.
It is, yeah, exactly
it's
that.
Streamed.
Yeah, it's streamed. They literally do the seating live.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and apparently going to be stepping down, but possible IRL tournaments in the future.
Sounds great.
Nice.
But obviously calling that Uncle Sam didn't make sense, and continuing the series, real life is happening. A lot of tournaments are dropping off right now, which is something that I want to talk about with this. Online tournaments are starting to stop.
Starting to dwindle.
Yeah, like the ones that were kind of there before are starting to be the only ones left, or at least the ones that really
Do you have
matter.
any examples?
TMT still around, but specific. Yeah, I don't recall a tournament stopping. This feels a little weird.
I just wanted just the background.
But ECF still big popping. Untitled East Coast still a thing.
How about Rona Rumble?
Shout out to Axis. Yep, Rona Rumble still a thing. Cool. Basically, all the big ones are still happening. Nice. But the ones that have kind of like popped up and been a thing, during this weird time and trying to provide something
that's cool though,
are starting to stop. So what do you guys think about online tournaments? Like, so say all weeklies come back in all regions. We've talked about this kind of endlessly, but do you really care? Do you think that we're super missing out by having all these online tournaments for people to enter?
I think that some of these have been amazing filler experiences for what people prefer, which is the in-person experience. And they served a purpose. And if the people doing them think that, hey, we did the thing that we wanted to do, and now that things are starting back up again, let's just do that. And I think that's awesome. And they did a really good thing by filling that place in everyone's heart. But I really don't think that it's necessary that they continue on forever. There are some that I would like to keep going for people who don't have the fortunate spot of being able to go to a weekly every week. But beyond that, I think if we had a couple big ones that stay, all the little ones don't really need to exist if they're in a slot where people are just going to go to in-person tournaments anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with Mike. I think that, I think Netplay tournaments are still a great way to like, what's it called? Try out new gameplay and new game styles and, experiment with rules or different game modes, whatever it is. Characters.
Do whatever you want.
I think Netplay tournaments are the perfect venue for that. And like Mike said, catering to people who don't have access to IRL LAN tournaments is definitely cool as well. But
I think the thing that might exist, and this is just a call out from me, is that I think online tournaments will slowly turn into like qualifier type events for like invitationals. More than ever, we're seeing invitationals happen just because it's kind of like the way that hosting a Melee tournament makes sense right now.
Yep.
Hosting an invitational style tournament. So I think that will become a thing where people will use these tournaments for those types of events and be like, whatever your qualifications are, can only enter this tournament even online for double vax, that sort of thing, to where we're mixing online and IRL. I forget exactly what tournament, but I saw a tournament recently doing something similar to that vein, where they have like an online style version of their own tournament that's going to be starting up. So yeah, I think that will be the thing that will happen more. I think the TMTs will still exist just because that provides a really cool aspect for people. And there are people who probably prefer entering online than even their own IRL tournaments. So.
The thing that stands out in my brain is that the best part about an online tournament is that there's a word that it's totally escaping me, but it's very easy. It's accessible. So accessible. Thank you, Ted. You literally all you have to do is stay home and play. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to bust out some stuff and like go walk somewhere or get a drive or have somebody like carpool to go somewhere.
Gas money.
Exactly. You just fucking sit down, you play the game. And that's a space that IRL tournaments can't fill because of the nature of these two things as individuals. So I hope they a lot of online tournaments use that spot for something like you're saying, that if it's hard to get a bunch of people together for an invitational or like a qualifier or something like that, well, everyone's going to be, people are home all the time. So it's like, sure, let's just run it like this or something like that. And I think that's cool. So maybe it'll be that. I don't know.
NEI 3, East Coast Invitational? We'll see.
Yeah. That's how a lot of other like esports, operate. Is it's like you play in these online leagues, and if you do good and well enough in those, then you get invited to LAN, and then you get to go to LAN. So.
Shout out Matt.Zeb. It's basically what he does for Call of Duty as part of the Call of Duty Challengers League, which is basically that for a lot of the time.
Yeah,
the amateur league into the pro.
Yep.
Did I talk about this last week? I'm going to put this in right now because we're talking about esports.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. Fucking Sentinels, Valorant team, NA.
Oh, Sentinels, dude.
Did you hear about this?
Dude, you know who Sentinels are? Sentinels are the people. The poster, the thing on the Halo Championship.
Is that Sentinels?
On the back of your thing, the Sentinels won the DreamHack Anaheim in a complete upset. Number 3 seed has never won the tournament at the Halo tournament. Sentinels won, and then I'm pretty sure they're moving teams. That's what that big goodbye thing was for.
Oh, really?
Was because they're moving teams.
Neat.
Yeah.
They just won Masters in Iceland for Valorant. International tournament, or the biggest tournament in Valorant yet.
Wow.
Everyone from everywhere.
Let's go Sentinels.
So it's the first time, I think,
big Sentinels fans.
North America has been the best at a game that isn't Melee in like forever. Like straight up.
That's actually wild.
Yeah, so finally we have something. Because we usually suck ass.
Oh, it's Valorant. We got them, boys.
Which is honestly a pretty good thing to have because it's close to CS and people like that one. So fuck it.
And
so let's go in
big.
there. And it's huge. And it's got a lot of money behind it. So
it does kind of feel like we're the best at Fortnite.
Maybe we are the best at Fortnite.
It's definitely a Zoomer game.
It does kind of feel like that. We got Minecraft.
They just bought
whatever. I'm sorry. Valorant's cool, guys. Don't
Valorant.
kill me because I'm in front of Valorant free game.
Sentinels just bought Tens, who was a C9 player, and he was I think contracted under C9, but recently left and started for Sentinels, but they didn't buy out his contract yet. They just bought him out today. 7-figure contract for a 20-year-old Valorant player, which is fucking insane.
Deserved.
And he's amazing. So good for him.
Yeah.
Good shit. Yeah, that's the news. That's
good
the Valorant
work,
news.
bud.
Yeah. Great guy. I think MVP on that team. Maybe Shazam. I don't know.
Let's drop
Shazam
a phrase.
plays Valorant?
Yeah.
He was the CS player, right?
Yep. A lot of CS players play Valorant now.
Like which?
Name them all.
Fuck.
In the middle of it, I'm
gonna mix a lot
say
of
a phrase.
Overwatch players and Valorant players because that's like where we're meeting in the middle
not
here.
our phrase.
I'll say a phrase. My bad.
I was just telling the viewers.
Sheep. Say something.
No.
Sheep. No.
Pawn.
Pawn. Like PON.
That's the worst one we've done in a while. The last one we did, I was very confused because people were just saying like, "I need robot," and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Sheep no pawn.
Sheep no pawn.
Type that in the comments. Spin the wheel.
Okay.
So you're not gonna give me examples?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're spinning the wheel. We all love this wheel.
I can't do it.
We all together.
I'm a fake fan. Whatever, man.
Melee's weird
Caught me
week.
with my
Yeah,
pants
this wheel
down.
sucks.
What does that say?
This wheel's not. You get one more spin wheel.
What does that say?
It says Melee's weird week.
Oh, do you want me to do it?
Yeah, it's just.
Got you.
We didn't. I think the last one's the
Awesome Sauce made the dude we were talking about earlier made a post about how a lot of mid tiers or high tiers or whatever are winning tournaments. OKP got second at TMT with Pikachu.
I just butchered that.
Whatever. Don't test me.
High
Wins. Xanadu with Roy. Aklo won Uncle Sam's with Link. Eddie Mexico got second
Ryan,
at
this is
Levo
why
with
we need
Luigi.
you.
Fucking whatever. Aklo wins Rollback Rumble with Young Link. Fucking mid tiers are going off. How do you feel, fans?
Good.
You hate mid tiers historically and low tiers.
Yeah.
It's cool though. Is it just because people don't give a shit about online tournaments now, or these people actually? I mean, it's got to be a mix.
I think it's it's half and half.
It depends. I mean, obviously, if I'm like J Flex or whoever, I'm not gonna be like, whatever. I'm gonna lose to this Link player now because I don't give a shit. I think it's a mix of we're on the cusp of things being real again, as well as the players who are playing the mid tiers are doing a really good job. Sure.
I'll say it. These dirty mid tiers are ruining my online bracket experience. I just enter these tournaments and lose to Luigi's. I go on unranked and lose to Luigi's. What is the point of playing Melee if you're going to play a dumb floaty I don't like playing? Right, guys?
I agree.
Shut up.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I kind of love Midtiers, honestly.
I like Midtiers.
I do not like playing against them, but I like watching them win. Me too. It's very fun to watch.
Midtiers are a spectator sport.
Luigi down air, very not fun to get hit by Luigi down air.
Just today, Patty, me and Ted were in a Discord server with our friend Freddie. Friend of the
I hate
podcast,
that
SSBM
guy.
Dad. I know you hate him.
No, I love him.
Open invite to the pod, Freddie Lane.
He was playing, and he didn't show up.
Yeah, come over right now.
He had the invite.
And he was playing Slippy, and he was playing some mid-tiers. And every time, like 1 out of every 3 times, the person would just quit out on him immediately.
Good.
That's the mid-tier experience. And people,
They deserve it.
You think so?
Clearly.
you're like a dictator against mid-tiers. Like, no tolerance.
I don't get it.
All right.
I do feel like the Roy May needs to be beaten into him, like the idea that these people don't want to play with you, but I will if I have to. And that is completely conveyed through Slippy Unranked. Mm-hmm. Like, nope.
Nobody wants to lose.
You try again. Try to play with someone else.
Very fine.
The thing is that like that's not just an online thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that translates, and learning that in online, great time to figure that out. Yeah. Get used to it because you're always going to be dealing with it, Roy Main.
That actually transitioned really well.
No. But first.
Fine, fuck you.
The difference is, Ted,
shoot him.
Fuck you. That in person, if somebody sits down to play, you're like, yeah, come play or whatever. And then they have their turn and they scroll over and they pick like fucking Roy or Mewtwo or something. In person, you're not going to tell them to fuck off. It's just you're not, right?
No. You're going to play 2 games and be like, oh, dude, I got to go.
Okay, yeah. But that's not as immediate as being across the internet and being like, fuck no, and then pressing like LRA start. Yeah. So in real, you kind of have to deal with it a little more than you do on.
You do,
but
on the
online.
It's still going to happen to you.
All right. Just different.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
That transitions really well to our final wheel topic.
Spin the wheel.
Oh, wheel. Let's just say an RIP to this wheel. It tried so hard.
This wheel stinks.
Yeah, poor this wheel website. All right, The Legend of Aklo. Holy shit.
Yeah, he popped.
Yeah, my dude popped. Okay, there's actually 4 different things we can talk about with this topic. Some of them are lame, some of them are really cool. You guys want to talk about how Link won a tournament? Isn't that really cool?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah. So Aklo played all Link, and specifically won a tournament over J-Flex and Super.
Correct. As many, actually, I think there's a couple names here. He made the tweet and it was like, won the thing, 165 entrants, beat Lofty, Bones, Beezim, Moth, Toussaint, the Swooper, and J-Flex.
Thank you, Aklo, twice, for posting your run. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was the final Uncle Sam's. This is the big 160-person online East Coast tournament. Mm-hmm. Played all Link, committed. It was I'm not going to play a single game of the character I'm really good with. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play all big green guy.
Who I'm also really good with, but he's not very good.
Incredibly good with, yeah, but Link's not good. Yeah, and goddamn, everyone came out of it saying Marth Link is 50-50, at least.
Is that what people are actually saying, or is it a joke?
No, it's just him.
Say this sometimes, and it's
that's
ridiculous.
wild. Why? What about it?
Because LSD's gotten counterpicked by Aklo's Link so many times.
That's funny.
They're just like, yeah, I've been telling you guys. You guys just didn't know. Yeah, so we're not going to talk about how he hit one of the buttons a lot, but
which one?
Yet.
Which one, Patrick?
But overall, really fucking cool. Like beating, like if it was just J-Flex and Super, like that is still an accomplishment. That's like wow. If you were to get to that part with Fox and then decide to go Link, I still think that's a really cool accomplishment. Mm. But ultimately, people didn't really talk about the fact that he won with Link.
Yep.
People talked a lot about the fact that he hit up on the D-pad a lot. So, okay, specifically, everyone said he hit up on the D-pad, but we don't know which direction Aklo hits.
Asshole.
He might hit the center one. You can do that?
You can do that. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Which I think is just up, to be fair.
No, you can do that. That's how you do like the secret Fox one, I'm pretty sure.
Oh!
You have to hit like the center, I'm pretty sure.
If you're wrong, people are going to fucking hunt you down.
Anyway, yeah, he hit Taunt a lot. Super specifically was kind of just mad that night, and then after I was like, yeah, I'm not really that mad, but everyone on Smash Twitter is gonna act like I'm still angry tweeting, but it wasn't like that. But everyone was definitely like, you're a psychopath because you hit up on the D-pad a lot and don't admit it that you hit up on the D-pad a lot.
Mad because bad.
What? There's you're doing what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Taunts
it's
are
called
epic.
Taunt. You got taunted.
Yeah.
And now you're being upset because you got. It's the whole
point.
point.
Have you never played a multiplayer game?
It's so wild.
You've never been teabagged in Halo?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I was alluding to before, where it's like I didn't really think about that. That's totally a thing in other games a lot. Like
Yep.
I feel like I see that League of Legends thumbnail makes it to my YouTube recommended all the time. The can't believe he BM'd on, whatever grand final. Like that's clearly a thing that happens in other games, and we don't really get it a lot.
Every game has a BM button.
About it.
It's true.
Yeah, but we don't really talk about our BM button a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. It's a taunt button. That's what it's called.
Maybe it's a little different because this is a 1v1 game, so it's inherently more personal. But at the same time, get fucked, moron. Like you lost and you got taunted and you got mad because that's what a taunt does.
Yeah.
And you fell right into his trap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do fighting games have taunts? Not really.
Yeah.
Like what?
They totally have taunts. You can do the thing. That's totally a thing. I remember a very famous Street Fighter clip where
Third Strike has taunts.
He taunts in the middle of a combo. Yeah, you might be thinking of Third Strike.
It's probably Third Strike. I don't know. What, maybe I'm a fool.
Right.
Somebody else say something, but I don't think a lot of regular fighting games have taunts in them.
So the thing I was thinking about was in this specific instance, dude who was on the opposite side got mad about taunt, and granted, just for a night, and it's fine. I'd be salty too for at least that.
Of course,
that
everybody
little time.
shit talked.
Especially because I know, dude, why, whatever. I'm not even gonna talk about that. It's Link. I'm mad. I'm Samus and I lost the Link. I'm super.
Plus, it's a Link taunt.
Dude, you're like he's hot.
It's totally, he's hot. But in the League of Legends case, or pretty much any other game, do you think the other team gets mad when they get taunted on? Or is it just the fans? Because I consider Smash Twitter the fans in this case, because Smash Twitter's the entire time
probably
taunting. Is it just the fans?
It's
I bet the players do too.
So but
they're a little more accustomed to it because when you're playing online, it's so much easier to BM just ruthlessly.
Yeah.
And so in all those other esports, they come up playing online. So getting teabagged,
you're just used to it.
Yeah.
It's an acquired, you figure it out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in
getting called a slur at the 7 p.m. training session.
That's another thing. Is that in a lot of these online games, there's text chat. And people just go fucking bananas.
Myself included.
Yeah. People are racist. People, and they're like, I'm a white guy. And people will still call me the N-word all the time.
That's problematic.
And that's problematic and awful. And so maybe a lot of people's tolerance for this stuff, it's just different perspectives. Because in League of Legends or Valorant, people will just call you any awful word or whatever. And in Melee, you can't do that. What you can do is press a button. So that's a little different. Yeah. I don't know. If I'm playing top lane in League of Legends and the dude is beating me and he's making fun of me in chat and also doing little sticker taunts that come out of his character, I'm pissed every time. I'm just fuck, I suck.
I think there's a differentiation between BMing someone with gameplay and BMing them with taunting.
That is true too.
Because a lot of games just have a taunt like Melee does. But then you can also BM with gameplay. Classic Melee example is walk up slowly and down smash. You know what I mean? That's BMing with gameplay, which is I feel like a lot of what the YouTube clips you're seeing are.
Yeah, definitely. And Aklo is definitely BMing with taunt. He was definitely taunting 3 to 4 times and getting hit for. Yeah, there was definitely that. And
that shit. Crush versus Chudat. Dizkid, yeah.
Yep.
So I think he did it to Chudat too.
Yeah,
poor Dizkid.
So the funniest part about this whole thing is that I was so mad at Smash Twitter. I'm like, oh God, you guys are so dumb, mad about taunting. You guys are such babies. And then I've been playing on ranked, and I kind of keep getting taunted, and I've got so mad.
That's what the button does.
At fucking unranked kids taunting me, and it's just because of people are talking about it on Smash Twitter. So now. Ganon God 420 is taunting me, and I've gotten so incredibly pissed.
Dude,
I think it's very funny that I was being a hypocrite about it.
If I'm in a tournament set though, and I lose game 1, and then I start winning game 2, I'm gonna taunt just to ride the momentum. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna make that person mad to keep this wave going. And it works.
It's a part of the mental game.
Yeah.
It just is. And people are gonna call you a psychopath. And that's just how it is.
That's because they're dull.
Exactly. They're dumb. They have very smooth brains. But I don't think I've ever taunted in a tournament.
Oh, I've taunted at so
like
many.
maybe I don't remember, but I don't think I've ever done it to like BM.
It makes it a lot easier when I'm like traveling because then it's like
you're never gonna see these people again.
These kids like, whereas like if I'm playing like one of the homies, like I'm not gonna taunt on Stuss or something.
It's a level of respect.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite there. I'm like
only taunt the homies.
I'm taunting on Stuss in tournament, but not really. I think I taunted like once out of region, just because I was like feeling myself and had people screaming behind me. But yeah, I don't know. Same as a taunt's not that great.
That is a bad one.
It's not that great.
It's pretty low tier.
I kind of like it. It's subtle.
Fox is probably. It's so cool that he says something. Saying "come on" and like that's an audible thing that comes out of the CRT. That's fucking nuts.
That's cool. There's some bad ones though.
Yeah,
Samus is bad. Ice Climber is also pretty bad.
Zelda's probably the worst, right? Zelda just
that one sucks ass.
It's like barely noticeable.
Yeah,
you can taunt and not know.
I kind of like the subtle ones though.
Like Sheik's.
Yeah, like Sheik.
Sheik's is cool because you make a little noise.
What's the? I don't know. Sure.
Best taunt.
I like Yoshi or Kirby. The ones that are annoying.
I like
Well, they're annoying are good.
Pichu's got a good one too.
Oh, Pichu's probably
Pichu.
Yeah, the character. I think we talked about this. Characters with 2 taunts are broken.
Yeah.
There's only one of those though.
Falcon too.
Oh, my bad. True. Wait.
Doesn't someone else have kind of one? It's probably just it. Yeah, Falcon has 2 because he has a.
Yep.
Pichu has 2 because of. No.
And he sleeps.
I guess kind of
So
Fox
cute.
and Falco have 2. Corneria.
Oh,
That one's fucking.
Is that real?
That's so
Yeah, that
cool that they put that in the game.
Classic Nintendo, really.
But okay, other than that, we didn't get very far. But Aklo then, it's sad that this is the not notable one. But Aklo got second to Hungry Box.
at Rona Rumble, right? Or what is it?
East Coast Fridays.
No, it said RR on the thing.
Rona
so I'm
Rumble
assuming
then.
it's
Or
Rona
Rona
Rumble.
Rumble then. Yeah.
As Young Link, right?
No, just as Fox.
What?
That's the other one. Yeah.
Fuck,
So
my
he lost to Hungry Box. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm right. East Coast Fridays. Yeah.
I was getting mixed up.
Beat Hungry Box in winners, then got double eliminated by him in losers. It was kind of like, okay, not playing Link, just playing the normal character. And then again, everyone was just talking about the taunting the entire time. And then won Rona Rumble with Young Link.
That's what it is. Okay, cool. My bad. 2 different things.
Which was either like a day or 2 days after.
So this is just really
One big man's, one with the main, then one with the small man's.
small man's. Just crazy Link.
Tertiary.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a Sheik too. So
I've never even heard about his Young Link before.
No, this is news to me.
Straight up.
Yeah, and
The links are neat. I kind of like the links. I'm not gonna lie.
It was like Dawson. I forget who was out there. I don't want to try and
Whatever.
say.
He didn't say anything.
It wasn't the same brackets as the first 2. But still, I mean, a dude won with tournament with Young Link, a tournament that many people would claim is like their big win. And he just
Just did it.
basically hit random on this character select screen.
Anybody who's mad about him taunting, it's like the game is about winning. That's why we're here. We're here to win. How you get from A to B is of no matter. If you camp, if you chain grab, if you taunt, if you do whatever, it doesn't matter. You're trying to win. Everybody's trying to win. If you can't deal with what your opponent's doing, get good.
Yeah,
It's true. It's also, I mean, it's if you care or not what people think about you. Because if I'm trying to make a lot of friends, I'm not going to be taunting. But people who aren't in it, who are there to win, they can do whatever they want. Absolutely.
You can't be mad about someone for winning the game, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
That's what we came here to do.
It's just that
He's doing it.
he was doing it.
For sure, I agree with you. Yes, just that you got to know that when you win like that, people, all the little fucking gremlins on the internet are gonna be like, "What's this fucking guy? I hate him! I hate him! I hate him!"
Yeah,
and it's really sad. But that's just, I mean, if you don't give a shit, then you don't give a shit, and that's how it works. And then you win.
Yeah.
I think okay, so if Aklo, if we're in normal times. And Aklo got 33rd at the major, and he like beat SFAT in winners, taunted him a bunch, and all of Smash Twitter was talking about taunting. I understand, right? Yeah, it's like probably the biggest thing that might have happened from Aklo's specific run, maybe even the whole tournament. Sure. I think the part that's lame, it's like, dude won the tournament with Link.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Over like a bunch of people, and like, wow, that's crazy. He won the tournament with Link, and it was like more than like 3/4 of the people just talking about taunting. And even me, I had a good old tweet about taunting, or kind of side to it. So yeah, that's the part that's like rough. It's like, fuck,
only Melee.
we're not celebrating
Yeah,
the cool part. We're just talking about the lame part. And there was other really lame part, but I'm not even going to talk about it. Shout out Uncle Sam's. I have trust that you have good faith.
It's like, I don't know. When a Panda player won the Tekken World Tour like 2 years ago.
No, it's hype.
Hype as shit.
Yeah.
And nobody's talking about it. It's like, he's abusing down forward 2. It's like, it's fucking wild. But whatever, Melee players, what are you gonna do?
I'm like really curious what an anti-taunter's like actual argument is. Just, I don't like it.
It's literally, I don't like it.
So it's not even
unsportsmanlike, maybe?
The literal argument is Aklo isn't owning it. I hate having these words coming out of my mouth. Aklo isn't owning it by taunting a bunch and then being like, why are you guys mad at me? I did a bad explanation.
I know what you mean. So he's
like, they're saying that it's like, all right, if you're gonna taunt a bunch, own taunting a bunch and being a dick. Mm-hmm. It's like he's taunting and then not owning that he taunted a bunch, just being like, why are you mad? How could you be mad? It's like, because you taunted me 5 times.
Is he gaslighting them and being
that's what I think people are trying to argue. Yeah,
that's actually very funny. Good bit, bro. I didn't taunt you.
Dig the hole.
That's a rollback thing, dude. I did not hit taunt.
I think you need glasses.
Me no taunt. Whatever. Good for him. Link win 165 people. Hell yeah. Big ups.
You don't have to own anything. You won the tournament.
Yep. You got the gold medal, brother.
Yeah.
He does get the gold medal.
I'm excited to see if he does stuff like that in person when events come back up. I don't know if this is a...
I think he's gonna.
I mean, he should.
I think it might be similar to Zane's whole deal where he's like, yo, I'm not going to travel to a tournament and then enter as Roy. Like, I'm kind of traveling to the tournament to play Marth and then win the tournament. I think it might be something like that, where it's like, oh, I'm having fun doing this online, and I might like counterpick someone. Although Zane has specifically said, like, no, why would you really think I'm gonna go Roy in the Pikachu matchup? Shut up.
But like, think about like at like a Hax's nightclub or something.
Yeah, that makes more sense at a local.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about Aklo, but I don't know. Like, do you think he wouldn't be the person who's like, yeah, I know enough about this matchup specifically where I think I can win with Link, and he would play Link.
Marth.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, I think he would do that at Marth FD.
In like at a major.
Yeah.
Especially against like LSD, he'd be like,
oh, yep, dude. That,
See, that
can't
rules.
wait for that set to happen at a major.
Yeah, I love that. That's the reason I think this is like the specific niche I like what mid/high tiers do. It's like, yeah, I'm good enough at this character because I'm really good. And also I know this matchup as this character. So I can... Like 1 out of every 10 games I play, I can do that because I'm really good at it. And that's just like cool to me. Whatever. Rules.
Plump doesn't go Luigi sometimes for a counter pick though.
Yeah, Plump just goes Luigi to meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Alrighty.
Hey, we're doing 2 videos right now. One I'll give you a hint to. Kind of like what we were talking about, but worse. No, that's a bad hint.
That's a weird thing to do.
It's a bad hint.
Yeah, I demand a better hint.
Better hint.
I don't have a good one.
Nice cheer stop.
Oh, my hint. My hint is Captain Plenty Cash. Cool.
Ooh.
But other than that is a video that will not be the next thing that comes out in your Allston Melee news feed. We're remastering a video. We're remastering the Pokemon video right now.
Oh, interesting.
Good video.
It's a video that we're gonna do it a bit differently and do some cool stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much the only video that we could ever remaster, and we wanted to
do it.
Why?
You'll see. The story hasn't changed at all. It's a video that it's a cool story. It's like the only one that makes sense for us to remaster. Like, we'd never do a top 10 again. You know, we'd never just like...
You just do like a part 2.
Because we would do like, TO's part 2.
Yeah. But this one, you just... I didn't ask earlier. Is the reason you're remastering it because you're just way better at making videos now?
Yeah, the audio is incredibly bad on the first one, and it was like the second or third video I ever made in that format.
Yeah.
And I'm a lot better at it. And
I'm excited. And it's also the only thing, like, you're going to be so pleased, I think, when you're done with it. If you do like a side-by-side or something like that, it's just a really cool thing. Within a year, too, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, I think so.
That
rules.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it from us.
Nice. That was a fucking good one. Quick. I dug it. Is there any, chat questions?
Any other big... Yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, we feel free to answer.
Q&A session?
Thoughts on requiring masks at major in the future, or just to prevent spread of illness in general? Yeah, you should have masks required at your thing, especially if. I mean, I don't
give it some. I think give it like a couple months.
This is a hard thing where it's like by September things might be different. I don't know.
I think Ryan's saying to prevent illness in general. Like, you know how you always go to a major and come back with a cold?
Oh, he's saying like, should we just wear a mask at majors?
Yeah,
it's a good point.
No. You can do whatever you want though. Like I'm not gonna look at a dude in a mask and be like ew. I'm like, oh,
take that thing off.
That's a smart guy. No, it's just like, I don't know.
I think that if you are feeling bad and you feel like you might have a cold, then you should be wearing a mask at a major.
Or just don't go.
We've worn masks at majors to be cool. We've done that before masks were like a thing.
Yeah.
We wore them to be cool.
I remember that. That was at the Waz Habs crew battle. A lot of people were wearing masks, I think.
Yeah, we also went to Philly.
This is 2 separate mask events.
2 separate mask events.
Yeah,
I remember Bugatti.
But yeah, it was partially like we were like, dude, we get sick every time we leave one of these fucking tournaments. What if this changes? And I think we both got sick still.
We also like didn't sleep.
Yeah, we were really bad at Philly. Yeah, we were like, hey, we don't have a place to sleep, and everyone left the venue.
We're like, we'll figure it out. And we did.
You guys got any closing things? You got anything to plug? I have nothing to plug. Oh, watch Why Do They Leave Me tomorrow.
Oh, I got
Twitch. Why Do They Leave Me?
Me and Ryan have a podcast called Discard Dudes. We talk about music. Check it out. It's on Spotify. We just finished up Modest Mouse. It was great. I'm very a lot of people actually listen to this, which is kind of neat. Thanks a bunch. Check it out. Discard Dudes.
Wait, where do you think tournaments are in a year?
I want to. Do you think online tournaments are in a year?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I think we might have like 1 or 2 online majors just because of the ease of access. But in general, I think maybe like a couple, like 1 or 2 major. Just you can't replace the in-person experience. And the only reason to have, I think, online tournaments is because they're really easy and accessible. So a couple of those for the people who can't afford or like have the ability to go to in-person stuff. But outside of that, like. Maybe there's something that we can do with, I don't know what it is, but maybe there's something you can do with an online tournament that like I can't even fathom. And beyond that, like I don't really see what the point of keeping them around for super long is.
I think we should do TMT times 5. I think we should have a 7-day tournament where you have to play 5 hours every day.
Jesus Christ.
And it's going to be the long haul.
Endurance race.
Yeah, it's going to be the thousands of people entering the tournament. No, in all actuality, I don't think we're going to have online majors like literally 4 months from now. I think it'll like just slowly become not a thing once tournaments aren't a thing. But I do think, like I said, if tournaments require people to enter this online thing, people will enter the online tournament. Everyone's on their online tournament by now. And like if they understand that they have to enter this tournament to qualify for this thing, I think people will do that.
Yeah.
And I think that is the cool way that you can use, these untitled East Coast to your advantage.
I have to say, in place of doing that, making people go to IRL tournaments is kind of better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because it doesn't make sense right now, but it does make sense in 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like how they did like the Evo circuits and shit, and the Apex circuit.
Exactly. Wow, it's almost like narrative in Melee is really cool, and if we tie these events together. Ted, what do you have to plug? You have to plug something, right? Come on.
Nope.
Ted hates everything.
Plug what you think Freddie would want you to plug. Nope, we're leaving.
Jesus, man. Fuck you, Freddie. Wait, is that a thing? Is that important? No.
Petra's just spitting. Petra always be spitting.
Be spitting. All right. Flag.
Thank you for tuning in to the Allston Melee podcast.
It's been great.
See you next week.
Yeah, we'll do this again next week.
You know that I miss you. I want to get with you.
Do we have a real one now?
Oh, do we?
You know that I miss you. I wanna get back at you. But I cannot, baby girl. Suicide.